In this question, it's essential to get a good, clear diagram. The pilot flies on a bearing of 0, 6, 5. So to measure a bearing, we need to measure the angle clockwise from the north line. So if this is the starting point, we draw a north line, and the pilot is flying on an angle of 65 degrees clockwise, so that would be roughly there, and flies for 120 kilometers. So that angle is 65 degrees. The pilot now flies on a bearing of 160, so we draw another north line, and we measure 160 roughly, and the pilot is now flying down there for 180 kilometers. So this angle is 160 degrees. So we're asked to find the distance the pilot will have to fly to get back to the starting point, which is that red line. Let's call it D. Now if we look at the triangle, if we could work out an angle, it would be very helpful. If we extend this north line, then we have a straight line with the angle 160. So this angle here must be 20 degrees. If we look at this north line, join it up to the other north line and come down, we're making a Z shape. So the 65 degree angle and this angle will be equal, because we have Z angles, or proper name, alternate angles. So we now know the angle inside the triangle is 85 degrees. It might be helpful to draw the triangle again. Angle 85 degrees with 120 and 180 as the known sides. And we're trying to find this side, D. There's no right angle, but we might be able to use the sine rule or the cosine rule. We need to have a side and an angle opposite each other to use the sine rule, which is not the case. So we're going to try and use the cosine rule. You need to learn these rules for the exam. The cosine rule is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. So in our triangle, the side we're trying to find, D, takes the place of the little a. So the big angle A will be the angle opposite D, which is the 85. The B and the C in the formula will be the 120 and 180, and it doesn't matter which way round you substitute them. So to get our answer, we have D squared, and that will equal 120 squared plus 180 squared minus 2 multiplied by 120 multiplied by 180 multiplied by the cosine of 85 degrees. We then use the calculator to work out this value, and we'll get 43,034.9, and then we must remember to square root at the end. So the value of D, the required answer, is 207 kilometers.